Let me talk to you. Yeah. Alrighty. Welcome back to the channel. Gonna tell you a little story. Congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes that lost. And they got beat by Florida Panthers. I'm sorry, guys. Florida Panthers beat you guys. And you know what? This story is kind of disheartening to me because you know what? Back in the day, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that happened in 1993 compared to 2002 and why I'm no longer a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. How about that? Okay. So 1993, this happened. Play the footage.
Blake for Gretzky. Gretzky moving toward the net now. The shot, that's blocked. And it hurt Gilmour. He stopped the shot. It hurt him. He fell. And the play was called.
It was Wayne Gretzky's stick, Bob, I believe. And Kerry Fraser's going to the linesman to ask him here. And wouldn't this be something if Wayne Gretzky was thrown out for a high stick? Gretzky slapped the puck. And then I think, and it sat, Gilmour blocked it. And then I think Gretzky went for it by accident, hit Gilmour in the face. And there's Kerry Fraser checking with the linesman. The linesman can call high sticking penalty. Let's have a look now. Gilmour's cut. Now the top of the screen, here's the shot. McCowan blocks it. It comes back out, Gilmour gets it, and there's where Gretzky's stick came up and hit Gilmour. They're not going to give him a penalty by the look of it. It certainly was accidental. To tell that to Gilmour, he's got to get his chin stitched up.
I thought it was McCown who stood in front of the shot by Gretzky. Gilmour was very close. But as we saw on the replay, the shot blocked, and then Gretzky's stick came up and clipped
Yeah,
Gilmour.
okay, so there you go. Okay, Gretzky, there it is running again. Okay, he trips up Gilmour, gives him a high stick. That's it. You know what? And that's the Leaf folklore right there. Everybody says, yeah, had that happened, Leafs probably would have went on, and they would have won the Stanley Cup against the Montreal Canadiens that year. Hardly. They would have went on to play the Montreal Canadiens, and then they probably would have beat them and then won the Stanley Cup. Again, hardly. Who knows? I mean, Patrick Waugh was an amazing goalie back then. So 1993, yeah. Anyway, so that's why I'm no longer a Toronto Maple Leaf fan because of that moment. Then I kind of said, you know what? You know what? I'll give him another chance. Then I applied at Maple Leaf Gardens, and I got the job, and I worked at Maple Leaf Gardens, and it was the greatest job I probably ever had in my life, watching hockey, watching the Rock, the Toronto Rock, watching concerts, everything like that. And then all of a sudden, we moved over to the Air Canada Centre in 1999, 2000, and then that was it. I'm telling you, Toronto started to really pick it up, and we had an amazing team in 2002. Yes. Was I a fan? Huge. Did I get the mohawk like Brian Berard? Yes, I did. And was it blue? Yes, it was. And was I excited? Yes, I was. And then my balloons all burst once the Carolina Hurricanes came into town. The Hurricane, came in and did it swirly and took out the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that was it. This moment right here. Play the footage. There you go. So there you go. That was it. That was the end of the Toronto Maple Leafs stint, and they haven't won anything since. All right. 2004, not so bad. They were in the playoffs, big deal. The problem is that, you know what? I gave up back 2002, and then look, went into this. Back to my old team. Actually, you know what? I had a couple of teams, right? So there was the Philadelphia Flyers. There was the Montreal Canadiens. And, well, I had a little affinity for the Boston Bruins, but not so much, whatever. And then, of course, Toronto. Well, needless to say, a lot of coincidences going on here. Paul Maurice was the coach of the 2002 Hurricanes, okay? Florida Panthers, this year, 2023, Paul Maurice is the coach. Wow, eh? Brendan Shanahan, who's a part of the Maple Leaf organization here in 2023, scored the winning goal in 2002 against the Hurricanes. Detroit won the Stanley Cup that year, and Brendan Shanahan was a part of that team. That's such a coincidence. Weird how the hockey world goes, you know, and who ends up where, and where, who goes what, and where, what, why, and when, and how. Anyway, that's my little story. I'm glad you guys listened to it. Unfortunately, yeah, I've given up, and the Carolina Hurricanes, there's 4 teams in the playoffs right now. It was Carolina, Las Vegas, Dallas. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story about Dallas. And of course, the Florida Panthers. 3 of those teams that I mentioned, except for Dallas. Dallas is an expansion team, believe it or not, but a trade from Minnesota. Now, there were originally 6 teams in the league. Then they went in 1967 to 13 teams, and then it increased to 20-something odd teams, 27 or 28 teams, and then it went to 33 or 32 teams, whatever it's at right now. But the funny thing is that Minnesota was one of those original teams back in the day, the Minnesota North Stars. Obviously now the Dallas Stars. So there you go. One of the original somewhat teams, but an expansion team from 1967 moves into, and they're also on the cusp of losing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of an explanation as to why I'm no longer a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. And this took like 4 takes. Like, I had to do this video. One was 10 minutes long, one was 8 minutes long, and this is only 5 minutes long. But you know what? I really appreciate you guys coming out and checking me out, and I'm glad you guys listened to me go on and on and on and on and on. And congratulations once again to the Florida Panthers for winning, and they go on to meet either Vegas, the Vegas Knights, or they go on to meet Dallas Stars, which I don't think Dallas is going to do it because they're down 3-0. Anyway, Mr. Audio Man, hit the music here on Throwback Thursday. Oh, yeah.